Now, I've had this problem many times before, and I even had this discussion with my buddy George in his Kirk Hammett 202. The problem is that the audio signal often cuts off too early, causing little to no sustain. Now, we thought it was his sensitive active humbucker pickups, but ever since I started having the same problem with my Star Child Les Paul, I took a closer look at the tone switch, and what do you know? That was the problem all along. Now, my problem is temporarily fixed right now, but I'm going to simulate what it sounded like at first. Now, usually I don't want to take apart the component in its entirety out, so we'll just leave this little guy in his home. But take a closer look at this part right here. There are these two thin plates that correspond to the tone signal. Now, in the past, it has been both treble and rhythm tones that have premature cutoff. So it doesn't necessarily mean that there's only one tone bias. This can happen to either tone. So a temporary and cheap fix is to adjust the thin plate to have an easier connection to the tone switch. What works for me is just nudging it slightly closer towards the tone selector. I suppose oftentimes when you're switching in between tight solos, you tend to hit that poor little switch so hard that it kinda knocks the thin plate off balance. Over a period of time, of course. But that's really it. There's no major surgery involved in this intermittent problem. Lastly, to sum up the problem and give you a final understanding of the situation, here is a diagram of a Les Paul tone switch. Here we can see how the signal from the switch is related to its pickup configuration. What's happening here with the signal cutoff is a result of when the thin plates aren't 100% touching the tone switch, causing the deadened signal. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope this helps you better understand this situation and maybe learn something new about the guitar. If you'd like to help support me and would like me to make more instructional videos like this one, please visit my Patreon page for great rewards and perks, like music lessons. Thank you, and have a blessed day.